Biotane Fuels is a leading producer of alternative energy, manufacturing biodiesel for almost a decade. Biodiesel is a unique form of sustainable energy that can be used in diesel engines without a single modification. This remarkable fuel is leading the way toward energy independence in a country rapidly looking for ways to reduce its demand for imported crude oil. In addition, biodiesel will dramatically reduce emissions of the dangerous greenhouse gases that endanger the quality of the air we breathe. Biotane Fuels is just one component of an entire industrial recycling team that is Imperial Western Products. The mission of Biotane Fuels is to provide an alternative energy source to petroleum diesel. We know that the future of our energy independence starts in our homeland. By providing people with clean-burning biodiesel made from recycled vegetable oil, by creating jobs that will stay in America, and by providing alternative energy options today that will help protect our environment for tomorrow. This short video will explain what biodiesel is and how it is made, as well as address some of the common misunderstandings regarding biodiesel. Biotane Fuels has been going green for nearly a decade now, with the first gallons of biodiesel produced in 2001. We have been driven to success by a singular purpose: to provide a cleaner burning alternative to petroleum diesel using recycled vegetable oils. The initial steps to creating biodiesel take place well before the manufacturing process begins. First, a source of vegetable oil must be procured. The source used to manufacture biotane biodiesel comes from traditional waste streams of used cooking oil or kitchen grease. Biotane pumping, the subdivision of Biotane Fuels, is responsible for collecting this used cooking oil that will later be manufactured into biodiesel. After the waste cooking oil is procured, it is then transported to our rendering facility, where it goes through multiple processes of heating and separation to rid the oil of all impurities, such as solids and water. Once we have a clean oil, then the biodiesel production can begin. One very common misconception about biodiesel is that it is straight vegetable oil. This is simply not true. A diesel engine can run on straight vegetable oil, but only after several major modifications to the engine and the fuel tank. Biodiesel can be run in a diesel engine, old or new, without making one single modification. Biodiesel is made through a reaction of vegetable oil and methanol in the presence of a catalyst. The methanol molecules split the glycerin away from the oil, while at the same time combining with the fatty acid chains to form methyl esters, the chemical name for biodiesel. Although the reaction of the oil into biodiesel is actually rather simple, the process of purifying the methyl esters and making it fuel spec is far from ordinary. This is the part of the biotane production process that separates our plant from other biodiesel producers. Our on-site laboratory begins the detailed and tedious process of testing every batch of methyl esters to make sure they meet the specifications of ASTM-D6751, the same international standard set for petroleum diesel. Each gallon of biodiesel is subjected to 35 tests by the time it reaches your fuel tank. And our BQ9000 certification ensures to our customers that each drop of biodiesel must meet these strict specifications. BQ9000 is a program used by the National Biodiesel Board to award certification to biodiesel producers that have proved they can consistently meet the ASTM standards. Biotane Fuels is the only BQ9000 certified producer and marketer in California, Arizona, and Nevada. And each member of our team is proud to have been awarded this prestigious certification. One common complaint from biodiesel users is that it clogs fuel filters. In response, the National Biodiesel Board addressed this issue by implementing a filtering test that must be performed on every gallon of biodiesel before it can be sold. Biotane Fuels has implemented a state-of-the-art filtration process to guarantee that all contaminants or particulates are removed from the fuel. We had been reporting these new filtering results long before they were required by the ASTM standards. Another common misconception about biodiesel is that it does not perform as well as petroleum diesel. The BTU value for biodiesel is slightly lower, but the cetane value is actually higher than regular diesel, yielding no difference in their net performance. Biodiesel also has much higher lubricity than petroleum diesel. which is very important for preserving the long-term use of your diesel engine. One of the growing concerns of the general public toward the alternative fuels industry has been the ongoing debate of food versus fuels. Alternative fuels are often lumped together and generalized, which has in part given biodiesel a bad name. Certain biodiesel producers use virgin vegetable oils such as soybean oil. However, bioetane is made from recycled cooking oils that can never again be used for human consumption. And because of this, it is not a threat to any human food source. There are many benefits to using biodiesel. The most important include that it is non-toxic and biodegradable. It has cleaner exhaust emissions. There are no engine modifications needed. And it increases fuel lubricity that will improve the lifespan of your diesel engine. When compared to petroleum diesel, biodiesel is a much cleaner burning alternative. In fact, biodiesel releases about 50% less emissions of the dangerous greenhouse gas carbon monoxide, and almost 70% less unburned hydrocarbons. Petroleum diesel engines are notorious for producing black smoke from their exhaust stack, but this is not the case when using biodiesel. As you can see, a truck running biodiesel has no black smoke coming from the exhaust, whereas the stack burning petroleum diesel leaves the test cloth covered in black soot. Because biodiesel is manufactured from natural, biodegradable vegetable oil, this renders it harmless to the environment. Sustainability loop programs have become a recent focus for the Bioetane Fuels organization. In such a program, producers of large amounts of used cooking oil will enter into an agreement with Bioetane Fuels and Bioetane Pumping to collect their entire volume of used oil and convert it into biodiesel. In turn, the biodiesel will be sold back to the producer at a discounted price. This program is known as a closed sustainability loop, where the potential waste from a certain entity is taken, recycled, and then returned to that same source in the form of energy. This industry-leading program is becoming ever more popular with organizations dedicated to making a difference. Bioetane Fuels wants to continue partnering with companies that make that difference. Our mission remains the same: provide a clean burning alternative to diesel fuel. Bioetane Fuels will continue to recycle waste cooking oil into biodiesel and set ourselves apart from producers using human food sources. We will continue to do our part in preserving our planet's natural resources and helping Americans achieve energy independence. We will continue to be the largest producer of quality biodiesel in the western United States. Bioetane Fuels will continue to be a leader in the alternative fuels industry. And that leaves one simple question: what will you do?